do you believe?
Do you believe?
Do you believe? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Do you believe? I don't know if I do. Do you believe? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Do you believe?
Do you believe?
I don't know if I do anymore. Do you believe? Let me know. When you get time.
Welcome to the Do You Believe edition of Basketball Illuminati. I'm Zach Harper. That's Mo Dakhil. It's Waz's fault.
Oh, I don't know.
Why is it? What happened? What'd you do? Yeah, we had a pre-show, but now I gotta.
Well, I had text you about the Rockets.
Oh, that's right. You did. Yes.
I could have put Waz's to blame, but it's my fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's my fault. I'm responsible.
It was a real dumb game. We'll get to that in a little bit. Yes. But we've got expansion on the brain. They have approved.
So it's official.
Exploration into expanding into Seattle and Las Vegas.
What's the phases after exploration? Like, what's the next?
I'll tell you what the main phase is. Who's going to give us between $7 and $10 billion for a franchise? That's that's really all they're exploring.
Right.
Yeah, you need an arena, and but really, it's just, do you have $8 billion to give the owners? Because remember, those expansion fees, they don't go to the players. They only go to the owners. So we're talking what? If they get, let's say they get both of them at $8 billion, which is crazy. That would be the second highest a franchise has gone to.
$16 billion divided by 30?
By 30. So you're talking what, like $450 an owner?
Ooh.
Ain't bad. It's not bad, was
not bad work if you could get
We got to
it.
get a team.
I know a couple of countries in the Persian Gulf with some sovereign.
So do you think that Minnesota or Memphis would move to the Eastern Conference, or maybe New Orleans?
Just saying.
I like that Waz has more connections there than I do.
Just saying. It's a couple of countries in that region of the world.
I think, Minnesota makes sense because of the geography to Milwaukee and Chicago.
By the way,
Memphis is the furthest east.
By the way, the Lakers are already owned by the Saudis. We know that.
New Orleans also is pretty far east. It's it's tough to put them in there in the Eastern Conference when Memphis is even farther east.
Mark
but
Walters
it's a conversation.
Got $10 billion from the Saudis, then bought the Lakers for $10 billion.
You put Memphis in the Eastern Conference with Atlanta and Orlando and Miami.
It's going to be interesting, Zach, who ends up in that conference realignment.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Adam Silver, though, just because he's one of the greatest commissioners in the history of life. Is there any doubt that he's going to put Memphis in the Eastern Conference just to do this thing possible?
I think the dumbest thing possible. Yeah, that it probably is Memphis, right?
It's going to be Memphis because he's so fucking stupid. Instead of putting Ant in the East, make the East better. Encourage the East.
Yeah. But what if I could put a team that's got a bunch of draft picks and Jalen Wells?
Yeah. Zach Edey.
G.G. Jackson.
God.
That was a fun little exchange in the mouth.
He dunks on Wemby, and then Wemby dunks right back on him even harder. That was great. Holy shit, that was great. That's the only part of that game I watched.
That's the only part anybody watched.
Yeah. That was, Jesus.
Pretty sure the broadcasters had another game on their phones.
Absolutely, you have to.
Adam Silver's a big soccer fan.
I think
if you guys
Scorpions is probably the most likely Vegas team name.
But I liked Vipers.
Vipers is pretty good. It's a little close to Diamondbacks.
Just throwing it out there.
I don't like dealers or blackjacks.
You don't like the blackjacks?
That's been floated. Yeah.
I like the blackjacks, but then the wokies might fuck it up for us.
That one I'm okay with. All right, let's get into our topics that do not involve.
You don't think countries that chop up journalists should own NBA teams?
Topic 1.
Okay.
Do you believe?
You're a journalist, Zach Harper, just so you know.
Yep, I'm standing right here. Standing right in West Hollywood. I'm not going anywhere. Do you believe the 65-game rule is working on Wednesday? Commissioner Adam Silver spoke to the media following a 2-day NBA Board of Governors meeting after announcing fundamental changes to address tanking that will be announced in May and enforced next season, but they want them in place early so that, teams know how to plan this stuff. What's that change going to be? We don't know. But it's going to fix it, full stop, he said. Mm-hmm. This is what Adam Silver had to say as he shifted gears. A few years ago, when I was standing in front of all of you, you weren't asking about tanking. You were asking about load management, the commissioner said. And you were saying, what in the world are you guys going to do about the fact that star players aren't playing enough games? And we did a number of things. One of the things we did in agreement with the Players Association was to put in place a 65-game rule. We always knew when there's a line you draw that somebody's going to fall on the other side of that line, and it may feel unfair in that particular instance. I think it's working. I think if you look at the numbers pre-implementation of this rule, numbers were going in the wrong direction. There's always new issues, but I'm not ready to say standing here today that because there may be a sense of unfairness for one player, that means the rule doesn't work. He was specifically referring to Cade Cunningham, who will most likely miss the rest of this regular season with a collapsed lung, having played 61 games already. Cade was a shoo-in for first-team All-NBA and this says legitimate MVP candidate. And an MVP candidate if a bunch of players were ineligible for the first time in his career. However, other players like Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Maxey, currently battling injuries that put them in danger of going under 65. Jokic, if he plays every remaining game, will hit 66 games. The NBPA said the rule that they agreed to should be abolished or reformed and wants to reevaluate the number of games played. So guys, Woz, do you think it's working?
It is working. There's no doubt about it. It's working. Just look at Wemby when he came back from his injury and they did the 20-minute minute restriction specifically so that because the games, you have to play 20 minutes for the games to count.
For the game to count. Yeah.
Guys are playing more because of this thing. It's just the truth. It sucks, but it's the truth.
That doesn't happen with the player participation policy, which is a different rule.
What do you mean?
So those are two different rules. 65-game rule is for being eligible for awards.
Yes.
Player participation policy is for stars to be made available for nationally televised games.
No, because the Spurs aren't nationally televised every game. But remember when he came back and he did his minutes restriction, 20 minutes at a time, to me, which means he would have just came back way fucking later. Straight up.
When he was healthy.
Yes.
Right.
But I'm just saying.
Well, instead we've got Jokic dragging his fucking leg around.
I'm not against it, bro. I'm really not. And again, maybe we could say, well, it's ugly that it is working, but it's doing the job of making guys play more. Well, so in the sense of, is it working? It is. Jokic wouldn't have come back sooner.
I think he would have, to be honest with you. And I think
why do you think so?
Look at what happened. Yeah. And look what happened with Tyrese Halliburton. Not this year, but what he rushed to come back to make it so he makes the 65-game rule and got hurt again because of this rule. I think the rule, the idea of it, the intentions of it, I like what they're trying to do. I don't like the actual number, what it forces. And I wish it wasn't so. For me, I would maybe amend it, go 65 games or 2,000 minutes. Like put a minutes played. Because look at it with Jokic, where he's at right now. I was pulling it up just now. He's just cracked 2,000 minutes and that stuff. And I think it's a fair thing for him to be in the the race if he doesn't make 65. If he plays 63 games, Cade was first team All NBA, which I think still have a chance. I didn't look up his minutes, but like I think there's a way to amend this and make it not just such a hard stance 65, but I don't think it's meaning in the way of like it's working. It's also causing a lot of problems. Guys are rushing back.
Cade cleared 2,000 minutes already.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
But like it's causing guys to rush back from injuries as well when they're not ready to come back, and then they get hurt, and then it puts you in a bad spot as a team. I don't think necessarily this is it's working in the way they want it to work.
See, this is where I've kind of evolved to get off my lawn kind of thing, where I hear you, Mo, but like players play and injuries are a part of the game, and that's what the motherfucking money is for. Like, all right,
but we've
guys,
tied it to getting more money.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Like Halliburton's urge to come back is to
so
make an All-NBA
make more money.
So he can make more money.
But he did, though. He came back. He played.
Yeah,
he was
ruined
dragging his leg.
Ruined his season. Yeah,
ruined his leg. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like that, in the process. Like, so then we get to the playoffs and he's fucked.
Yeah.
But to me, this idea, man, of guys can just take as long as they absolutely positively need while the regular season just drags the fuck on. Again, obviously I'm in favor of shaving the season down. I'm in favor of more time in between games. But like this idea that guys just sit while the regular season just drags along.
Dude,
this has been one of the worst fucking seasons ever. I'm sorry, bro.
As we've been making players play?
No, but I don't think that when you combine the load management mentality with the tank mentality, and you combine, like, bro, 12 teams tanking.
But this is the issue.
Horrible.
This is the problem, though, was load management is not a player issue.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking. I'm talking about management. I'm not talking about the players.
Right, but we're hurting the teams aren't getting hurt by this. The players are.
But see, teams are better off. Some of their guys aren't going to qualify for a bigger contract.
Expand the player participation policy to create more punishments for teams not making their players available. Don't make the players ineligible for awards. There's a way to do one without having the other.
I hear you. I think Adam Silver, dumb as he is, I think he realized that making it a player thing would make players just yell at management. Like, yo, I'm fucking playing. I don't give a fuck what you guys have to say.
And sometimes that works, and Kevin Durant blows out his Achilles in the finals.
Well, that was tough.
But we need him to play. Let's get him on the court.
That was tough.
Let's get him on the court.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't think the status quo was fucking working at all. And then again, you combine it with the tanking stuff, and it makes like.
But those are separate issues. Those are separate issues.
I think it's all of a piece, Zach. This concept that we can take players out whenever the fuck we feel like it's all of the same idea.
Punish the teams.
Who cares about this fucking game?
Find the teams $1 million each time.
Yeah.
Punish the teams. Don't like. Also, here's a perspective I'm coming from. Assuming I'm still a voter for awards, I am more than capable of seeing a guy play 60 games and a guy play 66 games and go, you know what? I think those extra 6 games mean that he should get this All NBA versus the other guy. And you're taking that out, you're taking that completely out of the hands. And I know no one I'm not saying like care about the voters. I'm saying the majority of us are more than capable of figuring this shit out.
I think if you pull on the team lever, the shit that you're seeing on the player side is just going to happen on the team side. The same exact thing.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think if you punish management more for making these decisions in terms of load management and when to rest guys. I was with the Spurs. It was always a management decision when we rested guys. Like knew it, but we knew the schedule at the start of the season.
You were with the team that ruined NBA basketball.
That's
Congratulations, Mo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's my
It's
fault.
all your
Let me
fucking fault.
Let me change my name. Hold on, let me change my name if I figure out how to do that.
Absolutely ruined professional basketball.
No, but this is the thing too. Is like the league fucked up a long time ago by allowing this to be branded as a player issue.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
No, it's always been injury management. There have been some load management things, but for the most part, Kawhi, Embiid, as they let pundits and all this shit like label it as load management, and these guys aren't injured and they don't want to play. The league should have hammered that shit immediately. Said, hey, you're wrong. We're pushing back on this.
I don't think Kawhi with the Clippers was Clipper ran. That was Kawhi ran.
That's because his knee is a bag of soup.
I'm just saying.
But that'd be the only place I think you could say that was.
And that was a huge story.
Legitimately injured.
Yeah.
But that's also the one guy. Everybody else.
They let him be hammered with that thing like he didn't want to play. He rushed back, hurt his knee. Like this, it's a dumb fucking rule. And for Adam Silver to disingenuously like say, well, it's just a one play. It's unfortunate. It's not just Cade Cunningham. It's a bunch of your stars who are affected by this and forced to come back in order to do this stuff that isn't necessary. That's my issue.
We've added 106. We're about to add 160 games. Why can't we shave games off the season for the TV partners in terms of inventory?
Because they won't do it. Because they want the money. Because it's the same reason the NFL's
about to add an 18th game. But the money's not going to change, though. The money is not going to change from the TV partners.
No. But it changes from ticket gates, parking, concessions, all this stuff. Which also was you could be like, oh, fuck that. There are workers who rely on that shit, like in the stadium, and they're not going to give that extra money to those people to pump them up.
I hear that. Yeah, I hear that. Did you watch the Clipper game last night? Nobody was there.
I watched.
But nobody's at the Clipper games anyways.
The workers were, yeah.
The workers were. I'm just saying the hot dogs, you're not selling hot dogs to these tankathons.
No, but those people are still getting paid for being there. Like that's the part for me. Like I could give a fuck if the players or the owners get less money for this, but
you mean to tell me that the NBA can't figure out
of course
how to pay the people that work at the stadiums?
Yeah.
Just because there's 18 less games?
I know you're not really in tune with this, but let me tell you about capitalism. And how this
I just find that to be insane.
Oh, I'm with you. They could make all of this
and
so
on
much
the balance
easier, more palatable.
18 games of whatever per hour or salaried work.
Yeah.
To the people that work at the stadiums.
Oh, very doable.
A rounding error.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Steve Ballmer cut like a bunch of like game ops paid for people like in the stadium, like after, I don't know, having the most money in the world. Like it's,
yeah.
I mean,
this whole thing's a rounding error.
We're all on the same page. We would agree with shortening it, but it's just we don't think it's ever going to happen. Like we're all on the same page.
They're never going to give up the money, and I don't
want
to.
Killing the sport, bro. Yeah. They're killing the sport. I'm not gonna lie. I've never been this fatalistic in my life, but like, I don't know. This has been the year that I've interacted with normies more than ever about the work that we do, and more, I'm only interacted with two people. People that are obsessed with the team in their town, and people that don't give a fuck. There's no in between, bro. There is none. They are obsessed with their team, and they follow it, and they know everything about it, and they listen to a bunch of podcasts, and they read every fucking article, and they go to as many games as they can catch, and they're out of town, they're expats of their town, so they get league pass and they're doing the thing. And then people's just like, I just don't even know how to follow this shit. I don't know who the players are.
They did make
I don't
it
know
a
when
lot
they're gonna
harder
fucking
to
play.
watch games. Yeah.
I don't know. Don't they not give a fuck about the regular season? Oh man, and the regular season's so long, and only the playoffs matter. And even then, doesn't only the fourth quarter matter? But it's just like, bro, the way that they have messaged to the average person that this shit is meaningless is so fucked.
The league actually has a way better product than most people will admit.
Yeah.
The problem is the
product is great.
The problem is they have the last 12 years, 13 years, they do not know how to market their own product. Yeah. It's why they're bringing in fucking Jesser and Kai Cenat and all this bullshit from the internet because like, well, the kids are like this.
Right.
Fucking introduce them to basketball. It's not that hard. It's literally not that hard. Do you believe that the Milwaukee Bucks are the most miserable franchise in the NBA currently? It's getting ugly in Milwaukee. 29-43, 9 games out of the play-in tournament with 10 to go.
Kevin Durant
I believe in
doesn't play there, Zach.
We'll get to that. Dr. Giannis' hopes of making a playoff push are kaput. Even for the 6 games Giannis played in March, they're 2-4. They're under 500 when he plays this season. The week started with Cam Thomas being waived, although Doc Rivers says he may be someone we revisit as part of Doc's decision tree from Wednesday's episode. Now the Players Association has gotten involved in the argument between the Bucks and Giannis about playing for the rest of the season, stating, quote, "The player participation policy was designed by the league to hold teams accountable and ensure that when an all-star like Giannis Antetokounmpo is healthy and ready to play, he is on the court. Unfortunately, anti-tanking policies are only as effective as their enforcement. Fans, broadcast partners, and the integrity of the game itself will continue to suffer as long as ownership goes unchecked." Giannis isn't healthy, by the way. Yes, this is the same union that said in regards to Cade and the 65-game rule, far too many deserving players have been unfairly disqualified from end-of-season honors by this arbitrary and overly rigid quota. But we're talking Bucks right now, guys. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the 2 conflicting ideas. In addition to all that, you have to tack on waiving and stretching Dame's contract. They still got $22.5 million of dead cap for the next 4 seasons just so they can bring in Miles Turner's bum ass. And yeah, Kyle Kuzma's still on the team. By the way, they don't control their pick until 2031. So, Mo, most misery?
Yes. Like, I don't know.
I will remind you the Kings exist.
Well, no, but the Kings are on a different plane. Like, there's a whole nother like dimension the Kings are. Like, it's not even a fair. That's a different world. But
they're like, in the 4th dimension.
Yeah, that's a different deal altogether. But like when you're looking at it with Milwaukee, it's almost like you're about to walk into the wilderness of like, we're never going to hear from you for years. Like,
it's gonna be a while. Yeah,
it's seeing the way where this is all heading. Yeah, at least they got a championship out of this a few years ago, but it is going to be miserable for the next few years. Like
maybe they get a great deal. I think they can still get a great deal for Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, they'll get some stuff, but do you trust this front office to really do it when they do dumb things like waive and stretch Dame to sign Miles Turner? Like that was the move.
Yeah, but you had to do something. I don't mind the risk. Like, I don't think it was a good move, but I don't mind the risk of like, hey, we need to show Giannis that we're doing something here, right? And that was really the only thing that they could do. Obviously, it didn't work out, but it's just unfortunate that this team wasn't good and Giannis couldn't make it good.
But that's just one example of like stupid decisions, right? Like they wasted their bullet with how they were going to trade Chris Middleton, and that turned into Kyle Kuzma, right? Like
Kuzma's not been good, but Kuzma's a better role player than giving credit. And Middleton couldn't play anymore.
Right, but I'm saying, but like they waited too long to make the move of when they're going to trade Middleton.
They kind of wait too long to do a lot of this shit.
Yeah. And then the Drew Holiday thing, like in the it's not that they traded Drew to get Dame because I thought that was fine, but like. Maybe they should have tried to do a thing where they reroute Drew to the right spot instead of him going to Portland, and then it ends up he gets traded to Boston, and now they win a championship off of that. Like there's things that like I think they could have thought through better, and so more of the thing like I don't necessarily trust this front office to carry you forward.
Well, what about if Doc starts running it?
I hate to be a negative Nancy as you bring up the most positive outcome for the Bucks, which is Doc running their entire organization. But this Bucks shit is emblematic of what I'm talking about with the NBA and what the fuck they do. Yeah, sitting Giannis, it's great. It's so smart. It's so perfect. But the people who care about this team, the people who paid a bunch of fucking money to go to these games, why don't they get to see Giannis's last games as a Buck? Why don't they deserve that? Why doesn't the league deserve to have a team that's actually NBA caliber on the floor? Like, we don't deserve
know that team is NBA caliber, even with Giannis on the floor.
You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, why don't we deserve that? Like, I don't get that. This is emblematic of what I'm talking about. And yes, long term, it might be better to be 2 slots up so you could draft Cam Boozer's bum ass. Okay? Long term, that might be so amazing for everybody. You know, to have the next Alex Sarr on your team. It might be so great. I like Alex Sarr. Okay? But, like, this is so gross. Giannis is the best player in the history of the franchise. It's like, no, also, don't play.
Also,
don't play.
He is like still hurt, right?
Yeah, he's still hurt. That's the other thing. The players like, he's healthy, ready. Like, no, he's not.
Run his ass back out there. I don't give a shit. I got a point to make, Zach Harper. And fucking
he's ineligible for the awards.
Hey, man, change both of their fucking names to ruiners.
You say he's one of the best players. You say he's one of the best players in the league. He's not this year. He's ineligible for All NBA.
I don't give a shit.
That shouldn't be on the teams.
This is another thing that's been killing me. This fucking have your cake and eat it too mentality fucking teams. You don't trade Giannis in the all fucking season. Even though the writing's on the fucking wall. You don't move him at the trade deadline. Even though the writing's on the fucking wall. But we're not going to play him to end the year. How does that make sense?
Can I interest you in...
make sense.
Because I can put Thanasis out there.
You don't want to play this nigga.
I can play
you don't want to play him and D-trade him.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
What
I didn't say those words.
How does that make sense? How is a fucking fan supposed to make sense of that? You don't want to play him, but didn't trade him. This is nuts.
They wanted to play him.
He should not be rewarded for that.
They wanted to play. Well, they most likely won't. Well, actually, I could see the league. Look,
this is crazy.
The Pelicans traded AD and then got Zion.
We don't want to be the kind of team that has Giannis on it. We don't want this, but we don't trade him at the deadline.
I could see this team
we get to
ending
do this
up
nasty exercise.
You know what? I'm gonna say it right now. Number one pick,
basketball. Number 2.
Number 1 pick in the draft will go to the Hawks. Number 2 will go to the Bucks. You watch. Mark those words.
Good.
Maze, mark those words.
Shit.
It's 100% going to happen.
See if I give a shit if the NBA goes under. I don't give a shit.
I'll
sell newspapers.
Sell newspapers.
I think this fatalistic was is something I'm not quite used to.
Then he's in the right mood.
Give a shit if nobody cares about this sport ever again. See if I care.
He's in the right mood for this next topic.
I'll sell my wares with Chippendales. I don't give a fuck.
Do you believe the Houston Rockets can win a playoff series? Oh, boys, let me bring you back to last night. After last night's overtime loss to the Timberwolves, in which Houston surrendered a 15-0 run to a team. Anthony Edwards didn't play because of a knee injury. Jaden McDaniels left because of an injury in the 4th quarter. Ayo Dosunmu injured. Rudy Gobert fouled out. Naz Reid ejected because Scott Foster. Big Waz, one of the Rockets, hacked up. Minnesota comes back from a 13-point deficit. The biggest overtime comeback since 1997. Teams in the last 29 years 0 and 180 when losing by 10 or more points in overtime. Now they're 1 and 180. Despite Kevin Durant passing MJ on the all-time scoring leaders list this week, the Rockets currently sit in the 6th seed. Potential first-round matchup against the red-hot Lakers or a Nuggets team with Jokic having nearly 20-20-20 every single game. Rocking Minions Crocs post-game. Hate that. I will turn your attention to this tweet from a Rockets fan on March 13th. Are the Rockets a contender? No. Is this team at least fun to watch? No. Do we have faith that we have the right GM in place? No. Right coach? No. Are we out of the first round? Probably not. Have we at least avoided any embarrassing social media scandals this season? Also, no. I'm of the firm belief that Ime Udoka hates his team. Hates them. I don't think the Rockets would beat the Suns right now in a series, which cannot happen, but I don't think they would beat the Suns.
Just pack them up. It's like, pack them up.
Where am I putting them? Where am I putting this packed up Rockets team?
Iran?
In the East.
Oh, do you think the Rockets can get a favorable playoff matchup in the first round?
Put them on a military base in Iran.
No. I mean, the defense can still be good, Mo, but the offense really struggles. And obviously, they've been bad in clutch situations. Even though they came back they were down a bunch in the fourth quarter and came back.
They looked like,
in the fourth quarter. The Wolves again. Yeah.
Yeah. They were down in the fourth quarter by 10 going in the last 3 minutes, and the Wolves were turning the ball over. It was the weirdest final 8 minutes I've seen in a game.
It was
in
rough.
A long time, where it was just like, what the hell's going on?
Rudy with the foul for no reason.
But also,
because he has no control of his limbs.
Hold on. Waz, look, we made fun of Rudy. But
he got the big KD block before the foul.
By KD. He got shook by KD and recovered and swatted that shit.
Yes, and then he committed the foul that tied the game.
Well, all right. Yeah.
He was you're a fan of the people. He wanted to give the fans more basketball.
Yeah, some free basketball.
What he wanted to do,
which is the dumbest fucking phrase. We got to stop saying free basketball. We got overtime. Bet you pay for it already.
Free basketball.
But the Rockets themselves are an utter disaster. And Zach, you said Ime hates the team. I think they hate Ime. Like, I think it goes back and forth.
Ime, yes.
Yeah, all the way. And like, he's gone to like this whole bullying tactic of coaching, which is not working. It is not working.
Mean to everybody.
On top of that, their offense is dog shit. The thing that frustrates me more is I watched the game against Chicago too when they lost. Mm-hmm. They start out the third quarter. They run the same play 3 times. KD gets layups off of them. Yeah. Layup 3 times.
And then they kept running that play.
No. They called a timeout. The Bulls, shockingly, still trying. Called a timeoth
Billy Donovan hasn't left for North Carolina yet?
Not yet. He's still in it.
Oh, he's looking to see if Jamal Moses is going to get fired. Got it. Okay.
They're all kind of trying to see what's going to happen. But then the Rockets run the play one more time with a wrinkle, but KD misses. Okay. He misses a baseline jumper.
It's a bad play.
And that's it. Yep. Never see the play again. And I'm just like, what's wrong with you? They haven't stopped it. It was even a good look that KD
What are you talking
missed.
about? He just missed a shot. They stopped it.
It was a good look. It was wide open. He just missed the fucking shot. It's like run it again. But it's their offense awful. And I'm putting this more on Ime than anybody else, because I just think he does not do
KD's
anything.
Fault, but it's fun to blame it on KD.
But it's just not. But it's just he doesn't have an actual like, this is how we want to attack the other team on offense.
Let me ask you guys this
Boston too when he was the coach.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this: why can't players run stuff?
Oh, I mean, at this point, if I'm KD, I'm like, nah, we're going to do this.
No, it was. That's what they're doing. Yeah. That's what they're doing. It's the players running stuff. It's not running an organized thing. Just run, pick, and go do your shit.
I want to remind everybody, 2024 NBA draft with Steph Castle on the board. They took Reed Shepherd because they need shooting off the bench. They need that shooting. Can you imagine this team with Steph Castle? I mean, still doing the same dumb shit, but at least there's a little bit more hope for the future.
Yeah, there'd be a lot more hope. There'd be a lot more.
There's a lot. Yeah, with the cat, that's a huge miss.
It's a huge miss, but at the same time, like, he kind of profiled as an Asar Thompson type. Mm-hmm. And you can't play to Asar Thompson. He shoots way better than Asar Thompson. Sure. He's way better with the ball in his hands, all of that. But at the time we didn't think he was going to be that sick with the ball in his hands, bro.
You know what I thought Reed Sheppard would be?
Sick.
A fucking cone.
A cone. I'm still a Reed Sheppard guy.
You love whites.
That's it. See you guys next week.
Make sure you check it out. No fouls given. Make sure you check it out what Mo's doing on Offside. Watch us on NBA TV.
I don't even know
Read
how
the
to
newsletter.
respond to that.
Well, you don't have to because the show's over.